Live right here on Pittsburgh CW, 412-575-2600 is the number on the Bordas & Bordas hotline. Bob Pompeani and Gene Collier with you tonight. And we see the lines are lit up pretty good, so let's go right to them, beginning with Joe in Penn Hills. Joe, you're first up tonight.
Hi, Bob, Gene, how you guys doing?
Good, thank you.
Good. I watched the game, and, Cole went a good 6 innings, like you say, Bob. It was a time, and then in the seventh, 3 hard-hit balls, one that Mercer stopped, which was another hit, a walk, a run in, bases loaded. I told my wife, okay, I hope he hits a grand slam because Hurdle is brain dead again. And I really heard you say on Saturday's show that it looks like Hurdle's going to sign again. I'm going to pray and light a candle that he doesn't and goes off to the sunset. I hope Huntington retires because he has 10 years of just mediocrity. And I'm just tired. And I seen the 13-5 Giant game when Cole and Hurdle were arguing in the dugout. He let him come out and bunt, and he quit bunt, and then he gave 5 more runs in the next inning. And I'm just tired of Cole. Who's this
I think
guy
that's a legitimate, that's Joe, that's a legitimate question you bring up, and here's how I'll phrase it to Gene, and thank you for your call. Gene, is Garrett Cole getting the better of Clint Hurdle, or is Clint Hurdle afraid of taking out his ace, so-called ace at this point, because he's demanded to be in before? Do you think that plays into this?
I don't, but that's an interesting point by the caller. There is kind of a weird dynamic always surrounding Garrett Cole. He's kind of emotional. He's not really living up to the promise that the Pirates thought, he would deliver on. So there's a little bit of more tension when he pitches than with other guys, I think. But I don't know. I mean, you might have a point there. I don't think it comes quite to a head like that, that's all.
We'll see. Right now, Ben, he's now at 24 pitches. He's fallen behind another hitter. They have 2 on, 2 out, second and third. And
this is loaded
now. Okay, well, there you go. Is that another walk then? That's 3 walks in 1 inning. Let's go to Bill in Newcastle. Hey, Bill, how you doing tonight? Hello, Bill?
Bill, Newcastle.
Yes, you're on. Go ahead.
Okay. I have 2 items to discuss with you. With Pittsburgh with 3 major league franchises and how each franchise, like the Penguins, the Steelers, have made out so very well in the past 20 years. Why can't the Pirates go out and hire a coach that has been dismissed from another coaching position and just start over with a younger, more fresh mind than we have now?
I'll get Gene's response to that. Thanks for the call, Gene. I don't think it has anything to do with that, quite frankly.
No, 2 words, salary cap.
I've been saying that forever, and that's what I think.
Nothing to do with them.
It doesn't matter who they bring in here because you're going to have the same payroll approach. You're going to have the same restrictions. And listen, I'm not trying to. Clint Hurdle has made some bad decisions as manager, but he's also made a lot of good ones. And I think sometimes, like the general manager, he has his hands tied for whatever reason on what his options are. And I think the other night after the game, Gene, he came very close to sounding as if he was a manager who basically said, look, I don't know what else you want me to do. I don't have many other ways to turn. That's what I took from his comments.
Yeah, no, and that's true. I mean, he's really kind of been behind the 8 ball the whole season with the injuries and everything else. He doesn't need anybody to defend him. But the Pirates' problem is not Clint Hurdle. It's players and salary and the fact that, for example, the Pirates bring in, what, $25 million a year in local TV money. The Dodgers bring in $334 million a year. That's a little bit different. Cook
and Pony Show today on The Fan, and they had Rob Manfred, the commissioner, on, and you can tell he was getting a little annoyed, I think, with the line of questioning about whether or not there was an equal playing field. And the answer is no, there isn't. And he basically admitted that. He said there are opportunities for smaller markets. I don't think you should go into every season looking for maybe once out of 5 years having a, quote, opportunity to compete. It should not be that way, and there's something wrong inherently with the way the sport operates if none of your teams is guaranteed a legitimate chance. And it seems like, aside from L.A., New York, and Boston, and maybe Chicago now, Gene, a lot of teams can't compete with that financially.
No, that's ridiculous. That's like saying I have a chance to go to Harvard. Yeah, I did, but it was $100,000 a year, so I didn't.
Well, you could have gone just on scholarship.
No, I could
yes,
not
you
have.
could have. They loved you there. Your writing was above and beyond. Let's go to Dave in South Park. Hey, Dave, how you doing? By the way, Benoit just got out of that mess. Did he walk 3 in that inning, Dave?
He did walk 3, Bob, and I'm just wondering, is there nobody in AAA that could take his place? He's 40 years old. He, 4 out of the last 6 games has given up a run an inning. There's got to be somebody better.
You would think, but what is the answer there, Gene? Thanks for the call. I don't know who they got down there to come in. They brought up Neverauskas, who did well last night. It seems like when they bring him out, he does okay. But do they have closers down there ready to go, or people late in innings? I don't know.
Benoit's in that volume. Why is he in baseball?
Daniel Hudson, I could say it's not baseball. Well, why is he on this team, and why do they pay $11 million to bring him here? All right, we're due for a break. Time flies, boy. We'll do that, and then we'll come back with more calls. Pirates are still 5-5. It's the bottom of the 10th inning right now. We'll have more coming up right here live on Pittsburgh CW.